This is an interesting fact. Dinosaur footprints found on a rock wall in Bolivia. How did they get there? Were the dinosaurs actually climbing the walls? This is Coloncho, paleontological site of Bolivia near the city of Sucre. It's in the province of Chuquisaca, the most important site of dinosaur footprints in the world. Since it contains more than 5,000 traces of a whopping 294 different species of dinosaurs. The most important dinosaur footprint site in the world. We see that they're on the wall, on the side of the wall. How did they get there? They were recently found. Ancient rock showing the prints that have been found on a rock face in Bolivia. Completely unintentional mark left by these poor animals. Sometimes fortunate sequence of events brings us amazing discoveries. Many dinosaur trails found adoring what appears to be vertical walls in this quarry mine. The Calorco is a site located south Bolivia, close to Sucre. It's the country's constitutional capital and the home of the Parque Cretaceous, meaning Cretaceous Park, renowned for having a wall containing the largest concentration of dinosaur footprints in the whole world. Finding one dinosaur footprint millions of years old is very, very significant, but to find thousands of footprints in one place is a dinosaur dance floor. Layers of footprints created crisscrossing, hatcheted patterns of trails. These footprints, paleontologists say, were able to identify some of the various types of dinosaurs that once roamed that area. They were feeding there, fighting, running off, ultimately having an ill-fate competition for survival. The Calocro means lime hill. It's an indication of the rock found there. It's limestone. It's a site located in the territory of Francesca. It's the national cement company of Bolivia. And this cement company is quarrying the limestone for decades, and its workers came about these footprints by chance. The workers discovered the first dinosaur footprints in 1985 at Calorco, but only 9 years later, in 1994, the giant dinosaur track was exposed by mining there. Even though the paleontologists began investigating these tracks, operations from mining resulted in the erosion of the crumbling of the wall. It's falling apart. So this area was closed off for 8 years so that something could be done to save these precious tracks on this vertical wall. As a result, the Cretaceous Park was then opened to tourists in 2006. It goes without saying the star attraction, of course, were the dinosaur tracks. The vertical wall, measuring about 240 feet high and 360 feet long. This area of about 5,055 dinosaur footprints in total, identified up to now. It's been claimed the wall contains the largest collection of footprints in the world. The paleontologists say the wall also noticed the footprints were divided into 462 different tracks. They were able to recognize up to 15 distinct dinosaur types, including the Ankylosaurus, Tyrannosaurus rex, the Ceratops, the Titanosaurus. All of them lived during the Cretaceous period, and that's why this park is called Cretaceous Park. Now, how were these tracks laid? In the Calorco Park, it was part of the shoreline, and the dinosaurs walked along the shoreline during the Cretaceous period, leaving footprints on the soft clay. These were preserved. Then the clay solidified during dry periods. It could have been, of course, we could have had various earth-changing events, or even from what we have recently found, asteroid impact events causing a temperature change on the surface, perhaps even cooking this clay to harden the prints onto the stone. We don't know. But anyway, the footprints were preserved in this clay, solidified, and the new layer of sediment then covered them up, and the process would begin again. Multiple layers of dinosaur tracks formed over time, and this became evident in 2010 when a section of this wall did collapse, destroying some of the tracks, also revealing another layer of footprints underneath those tracks. Now, how did the wall form? It's believed that the ocean inlet eventually became freshwater lake based on presence of freshwater creatures in the fossil evidence. That's what they found. Also, they feel that there was a shifting of tectonic plates during the tertiary period, causing this section of clay, this section of seashore, becoming an almost vertical wall. And this is what led to today's appearance of the tracks, looking as if they climbed the wall. The vertical wall because it shifted because of the tectonic activity. In the past, the cliff was accessible to the public, but recently visitors could only get a glimpse of it from a platform in the park. The new path has been unveiled, allowing visitors to get within a few feet from the wall, allowing much closer access to the dinosaur footprints. Now, we don't know what's going to happen to this in the future because it's limestone, and as we know, it's very, very soft. Pieces of the rock occasionally fall off the cliff, and that could be considered to be a safety hazard. And it's alarming to estimate that all these tracks are not adequately protected. It could be completely destroyed due to erosion by next year. So the park is seeking to have this recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in order to provide the funds to carry out conservation work, perhaps even, I don't know, I think they should somehow cover it, have it covered so that people can see it without having this thing crumbling off. Amazing, isn't that? So this is, I'll leave links below for you. I was reading this from an Ancient Origins thing, as well as the Bolivia Thoughts, and I'll leave links below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.